Hey guys, welcome to the Fight Tonight channel. Friends, before starting to watch this video, I would like to ask you to subscribe to my channel. I really want to get 2000 subscribers on my YouTube channel. Everyone wants a piece of Gervonta Davis. Will he stay with Mayweather? Floyd Mayweather kept hold of Gervonta Davis on the back of his May 20th triumph over Rolando Romero. But for how long is the question? Tank's name seems to be on everyone's lips of late. From ex-Mayweather fighters to current super lightweights and rebel promoters, Gervonta Davis is a hot topic. His top-page win over Romero resonated worldwide despite Davis being the massive favorite to win beforehand. But where does Davis go from here? Who does he fight? And will he go it alone? Ish Smith, the ex-154-pound champion, once tied to Mayweather, believes Davis has a lot to think about right now. Being a star and a pay-per-view star are two different things. Tank needs to promote himself and instruct L to make those fights across the street. Then he will be a major pay-per-view star. Take the Floyd Mayweather blueprint, argued Smith. Leonard Ellerby, the man fighting on behalf of Floyd to keep Davis in the stable, is adamant Davis is the only superstar from 135 to 140, even after Devin Haney claimed the undisputed crown. Let's be clear, from 130–140, you have some very good fighters who are boxing stars, but let the record reflect there is only one superstar from 130–140 who's calling all the shots, and he goes by the name of Gervonta Davis, said Ellerby. Absolute lightweight world champion Devin Haney claims that he did not believe in the chances of Rolando Romero in a duel against the holder of the regular WBA title in their division, Gervonta Davis. I wasn't surprised. I really never set Romero high because I didn't understand why the world thought he had a chance. Romero has not fought at the elite level, has not defeated any of the top fighters. He lost to the guy even before he reached the top level, but he was given a judicial decision. So what did Romero have for someone to think that he was capable of beating the Tank if only he dropped the blow? When you perform at the top level, everyone can hit. Haney said. Gervonta Tank Davis is a box office star, a fact reinforced Saturday when 18 paying customers, know that Mayweather Promotions CEO Leonard Ellerby crammed into Barclays Center to watch Davis flatten Romero by 6th-round knockout. Tank Davis is not a boxing star, not yet anyway, and the highlight reel stoppage of Romero won't get him there. Tank's social media cartel will twist Romero into a quality win. Tank is what he is, powerful, popular, and even after Saturday, still unproven. It has been 5 years since Davis tapped Jose Pedraza to win a legitimate 130-pound title. Davis has stayed undefeated since then, inflating his record with a careful, curated string of opponents, from faded big names, George Kambosos, Leo Santa Cruz, collecting a pair of hubcap titles along the way. Davis needs a real dance partner, and there is one available, Ryan Garcia. He is 23-year-old. Garcia is one of boxing rising stars. He is undefeated, with explosive power, a former protege of Canelo Alvarez, who established himself as a legitimate contender with a win over Lomachenko last year. Garcia's rise, tall after that, was injuries and mental health issues limiting him to one fight in 2021. He's back now, and Garcia, who was ringside on Saturday, told he was ready to make Davis' fight happen. If you really want to show who ducked who and you're really confident that I'm ducking, well then we could record the entire negotiations, Garcia said.